Okay, now you're.
Today I'm just going to be giving a speech. It's about free trade goods, which is essentially where they want to stop people getting taken advantage of, getting paid a wage that doesn't allow them to live comfortably in their environment. In places like Brazil, Africa, mainly a lot of the coffee producing countries that it's really hitting. On a free trade good product, there's a little seal usually in the bottom right hand corner that just says free trade on it. And people that, where this comes from, the people that work for that company that produces that coffee or that chocolate, instead of being paid a wage that is so low that their children are having to work, they're having to work ungodly hours, and they're not making any money, not enough money to provide for their family, they're guaranteed a wage that will allow them to support their family, allow their children to go to school, allow them to really live a normal life, what we as Americans take for advantage. And I mean, for most Americans, they're just going to sit back and say, well, this isn't me, this doesn't affect me, why would I pay another dollar or so more for a product that really isn't any better? But it's just trying to get this entire society away from the way they use people, the way they take advantage of the less fortunate. And it's a way to stop these other countries from having to put a system in place like we have that people will start taking advantage of. Because what really started that is the government was taking advantage of the people themselves, so they thought, well, let's get them back. What we want to do by buying free trade goods and trying to get all companies to go into a free trade process is to allow people to live comfortably, take the poverty level down to a low percentage instead of in the high 40s where it is now. And in some places it's higher than that, some places it's in the 80s. I mean, it just depends on what country you look at and what part of the country you look at. In Brazil, I think it's 80% of the population is impoverished because of the way that they're taken advantage of by the bigger companies that come in, promise them work, but they're pretty much indentured servants to those companies. It's kind of the way the coal mine worked in southern Ohio and West Virginia, when you would get money to spend at a company store and you wouldn't be able to spend it anywhere else. But I mean, that's all really I'm asking with this speech is for people to just think about what they buy, think about stop buying foods and goods that aren't free trade goods. I mean, right now there's no way you can completely move away from non-free trade good products, and that's just because there's not that many out there. But if little by little we can start moving away from the non-free trade goods, maybe we can live in a world where nobody's taken advantage of.